Hello, my brethren. My name is Galahad, and welcome to my Minecraft city. I have been making a series on TikTok about most of my buildings that I've made, but I've run into quite the problem. I have huge buildings, like the mansion, and the big tower there, and the castle, and all of the nether. And even this building right here will probably get too big for a TikTok, especially with the quests I put in them. And so, I decided I would do a YouTube series of my city as well, and I'll probably do the little buildings I've already covered with more in-depth talking and showing of like little details I put in it. But I'm also going to focus on the big quests and the big buildings like this mansion, which we're going to do today because I have not had a chance to actually show everyone this mansion. And it is one of the things I'm more proud of because it took a lot of work with its storyline and its construction. This is one of my bigger projects. Now, I wouldn't say it's necessarily the biggest project. I'd say that would probably be the arena with figuring out the redstone. But I could be wrong on that. It could have been something else. I've built so many things, and it's been a while since I actually started construction on this city. I started it a while back ago, but I couldn't finish it and took a long break of it for a while because I ran out of ideas and because my original group that I was going to play it with, and that it kind of fell through. Like, I lost the chance to play it with them, and so I have a map that's just for myself basically, and I didn't really want that. You know, I wanted to have the map have a little bit more purpose. So I decided I would post it on TikTok and post it on YouTube, and so that's what I'm doing. And now all of you get to be the reason for this map. The reason why I've continued on this map. I've made in this area over here just because I've had people passionate about this map. This area used to be a forest, but I've cleared it out, and I'm going to clear out more of it, and I made this big courthouse because people were passionate about this project, and that's all I wanted. I wanted people to like the city, and so I've just continued on. But without further ado, let's get into the real quests of the city and the real big buildings of the city. Now, I am going to do my little quests from this location here because I'm going to actually try to play through the quests to show you what it would be like if you were playing the quests. And I will do some creative things like fly around the buildings if I just want to show you extra details. But for now, let's actually play it in survival mode and do the quests like I meant them to be done. So I'm going to do all my quests in here. This is one of the houses I made in the outer zone. It's a smaller house. Got a little patio out here. And then this little bed area. It's a smaller home, but I think it's a good starter home for many players. So I decided I would just do it with mine because, yeah, I could have went and done missions in bigger buildings, but why would I do that? It would be way too easy for me. So, let's go ahead and we're going to go survival and hard, of course, and then I'm going to also turn on daylight cycle because I turned it off to build the city because it kind of got a little bothersome having to work with things with daylight cycle on. So I'm going to keep that on. And let's begin. So I put this in here for me really because after you do a lot of hard quests, you probably have this amount of emeralds, and to make it easy so I could actually go through the toll booth without being stopped. So you would receive this mission after you've played like 3 at least regular quests. This is considered a hard quest because it is a giant building and you have to find out the secrets behind the mansion. It is going to be a fun time. Now, if we check our mailbox, this is where you would receive every hard quest. If you're a notably good quester, good adventurer, then you receive quests in the mail for the hard quests. And so, you'd receive this in the mail. And let's go ahead and read our quest book, our letter. Greetings, brave adventurer. I am Diana Fuviero, the daughter of Sir Ivan Fuviero IV. I used to live on the mansion just outside the city with my mother and father. It's the mansion on Castle Hill Road. I have not seen my father in almost 3 decades. During uncertain times in this country, there was talk of war. My mom took me on a few errands when we returned, and there was no sign of my father anywhere. We found a note on the banquet hall table and a chest full of emeralds on the floor. My father told my mother just what to do with the emeralds. Instead of sending a search party, my mom listened to the note. She had us pack light, and we fled the house. She told me spies were out to kill us, and that they killed my father. My mom hired a caretaker to keep the interior lit, so monsters wouldn't take the house. We have lived a lot less comfortably for years. I miss that mansion. Since our money has become a fraction of what it once was, we can no longer afford to keep it. We have decided to sell the Fuviero mansion. I need answers, though. Please, find out what happened to my father. I think he's still alive. If you don't want this quest, return it to the post office. But reward for completion is 2,000 emeralds and any emeralds you find in the mansion. Go to the hallway behind the banquet hall. Head up the stairs to the 2nd floor. Go down the hallway beside the courtyard. My father's room has stairs in front of it. His room would probably be the best to look for clues. So, we got our book, and it has told us a good deal about it. The father disappeared, and as much as the daughter knows, he had died. But, let's go try and see if we can find whatever happened to him, and give her closure. So to enter, there's already a block of emeralds. I left it in there when I was doing my showcase. But that's how you get in the city, and you can also press it again to go out. Leaving the city doesn't cost money, but going in does cost an emerald block. So my currency here was emeralds, and it used to be gold in my first city, but I decided I would do emeralds because it made more sense, especially if you met a villager, why they would take emeralds and you wouldn't. So I decided I would keep it in emeralds and block of emeralds currency. That way we can just have a normalized currency. And if you notice this place, these are down, but that's until it was bought. A lot of these buildings are for sale, just because I wanted to have people to be able to buy businesses, and I couldn't run 20 businesses by myself. It'd be a little difficult. But if we go on Castle Hill Road, I forgot to show you the sign. Okay, Castle Hill Road. You have these at the corners of every street, and considering I know every street and where everything's located, it's kinda easy for me to find everything. But Castle Hill Road, you'll just have to go through every street thing, but it should be easy for this quest because it's the mansion, the only mansion. And so we'll go through this gate, which is normally closed, but it gets opened up later on as people play in the city. And we'll go up here on Castle Hill Road with 2 houses for sale. And a closed gate up there, which will stay closed until you do the Royal Quest line. That only gets opened for the Royal Quest line once you go to that castle. And then this gate right here is closed until you do the factory quest. But considering we're doing the mansion quest, let's go down here. And you'll go down this driveway. And the gate's open, but normally it is also closed until you get this quest. Now, we can go in this area. I keep a gate here just to make sure the mansion caretaker doesn't leave. You can go in here for information, and you can get some mansion notes and take some lanterns. Okay, so after taking the lanterns and getting his book, let's read. I'm starting to work for this mansion after the husband disappeared. The wife and child abandoned the house, and I was hired to live in the old gardener's house and only refill the lanterns when they run out of fuel. This job is a lazy man's paradise. So, a little history on the house. Fuviero built this home for him and his family. He even constructed rooms to look like his many vacations. Savannah Hut Room. Mr. Fuviero loved his trips to the savannah so much that he built a room to reflect his passion. And then you have the Desert Temple Room. Mr. Fuviero happened upon a desert temple while he was on a Savannah vacation. He loved the design so much that he had his personal architect design a room to look exactly like it. And then you have the Ocean Monument Room. Mr. Fuviero had heard of an ocean monument. He hired a team to drain the ocean so he could explore the monument with ease. He took parts of the monument to build the room. Then you have the banquet hall, which has a large, lavish ceiling. It is made of very expensive materials. There's also a boarded-off room that I haven't seen. I really wonder what's in it. The plants here have all died except cactuses. The courtyard has been decimated completely by years of neglect. The front yard has been overgrown with grass while the rose bushes died. The worst part is the basement. Why are there so many spiders? I dropped the lantern and slammed the doors. I wish I could drink some of the vintage wine, but I don't want to lose my job, as I've been ordered to not touch anything. So, that shows us that we have the lazy caretaker. You know, I would honestly love that job myself too. Who wouldn't? Because you just get to live in this small home, albeit, but it's a free home. He doesn't have to pay for that. He only has to pay for his food, and he gets paid to come in here and just relight the lanterns. That's it. Didn't have to do anything else, just light lanterns and leave. So, let's go on in. We got the overgrown grass and the rosebush aisles, which you can see. Then we also have a horse stable, and a bee nest is there because it has not been touched in a while. And if we go over through this front door, here it is, the entryway. Got a small chandelier, and let's go on up. Going to keep a sword out just in case, because I hear monsters. So we got the banquet hall with obsidian, gold, lapis, and redstone for his design. You got some faded flags. All of them are darker than their original counterparts after years of being out. So we got 2 doors we can go through, and let's explore the mansion before we go up to the top. So going through here, we got this downstairs area. I'll look through there later. I just wanted to go through here. We got a bedroom, a smaller one, for guests. We got a yellow bedroom for guests. What's over here? Hey, it's the first little balcony. Hey, there's more nests out there, more bee nests out there. We got, this is the Savannah room. Look at that. You got some outfits. And you got the little bed area here. Kind of looks like a little Savannah hut. And let's continue. We go over here. It's a bathroom. One of the vintage wines. Now, if we take the vintage wine, you can sell it to the tavern or to other collectors that you find, and it will fetch a pretty price. But it is considered stealing, so we're not going to do that. But if you decided to take the more evil route, you could, and potentially get away with some things. Now, if you end up taking a lot of things, like breaking the wood out of the floor or something, you probably wouldn't get away with it and you'd lose your reward. But if we play by the quest normally, we'll be sure to get our reward. So if we go over here, we got this end room, more wine, and a little porch out here. Oh, it's getting dark. There are phantoms out because I haven't slept, as I was making the city for many days. So let's try to stay inside. Then we got this exercise room. Hey, a bow. We pick up this. See if there's some arrows. Yeah. Take some arrows. And so Mr. Fubiero obviously liked his little sports. Archery. Huh. Then you had him liking to practice with swords, and pull-ups, and even a little trampoline. But in here, we got a pool. And if we flip this lever, it's lit. So we can actually go swimming in his place. He has an indoor pool, as required for a mansion. And then you got swimsuits and towels. And there's the exercise room, another door to it. Let's turn off the light to save power. I'm sure Mr. Fubiero would accept that as would be pleased with that. Let's see. We got this area, which is the wine cellar. Oh. You got multiple barrels, some damaged wine which poisons you, and then you got regular wine in these other barrels. I'm sure there was some healthful ones. Yep, fine wine, get some regeneration. But we're going to also leave that because I'm just not going to take it. I don't really need it right now, so I will leave it. But if you were playing this, that would be all up to you. And let's see. It's dark over here. But then we got the library. Oh, I hear a zombie. So let me get out my sword and make sure he's not nearby. Okay, so it is a 2-story library here. And up on the second floor, you can see more of it. And it's just a kind of pretty area to be. And we got a little fireplace in here. Alright, now let's head back into the banquet hall to get our quest continued, because we had a certain area we were asked to head towards just to see if we can actually find Mr. Fubiero. But don't worry, we will explore every room in the mansion, because I do want you to see every single room I made. So we got 2 options here. This is the back of the library, and we got some stairs up, but let's go over here first before we take these stairs up. We got more stairs up, and the kitchen. Obviously there is nothing left over. Some food residue and cobwebs, because everything has been here for years. And then you got some charcoal. Now if you ended up getting this mansion, you could cook with it and have your own little kitchen, or big kitchen really. And then let's go up onto the second floor. You got some pretty okay views on this floor. And here we are. The first room is another bathroom with parts from the ocean monument that he had found. We got some rooms over there. Let's go down here first and take a look out that window. Hey look, you can see part of my house from here. It's behind the other house, so it's kind of difficult. And the other side of the library, you got this upstairs area. And now, let's go check out this way. And going down this hall, we see the courtyard. And going out into it, it has indeed fully decayed. And it used to have 2 trees out here, and a little cute sitting area. And let's leave here. And if we go this way, we can see other rooms. I'll start to look at them from back to front. So we got this first room. It's a green bedroom. Got some outfits themed after it. And some special arrows. And some drink there. And let's continue. We're going to leave the emeralds because I don't really need them right now. But if you were playing this quest, you could have all the emeralds, as we were told. And then we got the Ocean Monument room, which is just loosely designed, but if you notice there's no clock here. And we will find that clock in another room. So let's continue and see where that clock went. And here's the Desert Temple room, and it's designed like the interior of a desert temple. But you got your clothing back there. You can hear those phantoms just going outside. And you got your special items in here. Music disc. And then enchanting and some bone meal. Just stuff you'd probably find in a regular desert temple. He probably took the stuff directly from the desert temple and put it there. Now we got this room. The room above. And someone's working on a clock up here. Let's take this redstone just in case we need it. I'll take some more. I'll go and put this back because we have some. So someone was working on the clock for the other room. So there must have been a clockmaker who stayed in this room as a guest for Mr. Fubiero. And it looks like he was pretty well off. And we can have the views out here. Another look at that farm. And let's leave this room. And then we got the boarded off room. And if we go in it, you got a broken ender portal, which he was either had went to or he was trying to go to by building one. We don't know. But it is an interesting concept. He has his own little end room. And close that back. And if we go in here, we got his little hunting room. It has a dragon head, so he obviously went to the end at some point. And we got his little hunting outfits. Swords. Then you got bows. And a crossbow is left over. And these chests all contain arrows. And so we'll leave his hunting room alone because we don't need anything in it. Here we got the daughter's room. This belonged to Diana Fubiero. Her outfits that she left, so they really did pack light. Alright. And now... Whoa! Okay, yeah, that was not planned. See if we get him out here. Come on, creeper. Let's go. Mr. Lamp Boy didn't really do enough lamps. Yeah! Sounds like it's daytime. So, in his room, let's check around for the clues that we needed to find him. We got a bunch of emeralds and some ender pearls, and a potion of healing, and a compass, but we don't need any of that. Another emerald. He must have liked sitting here and looking at his emeralds. Got his bed. He even has his own balcony. And it is daytime. We've been here overnight already. It is a big place to explore, though. Then he has his own little fireplace in his bedroom. And a closet. There's a chest behind here. Let's see if we can look at it. Just some emeralds, diamonds, a nautilus shell. Hey, a sword. What is that? We're going to have to try to see if we can grab it. We're going to have to move this out of the way. Put that there. And let's see. We're going to have to break this chest. Just so we can get to this. There's a book behind there. Now let me put these up because I don't really need them right now. Okay. And it looks like we're going to have to get a little closer. He did keep this really hidden. Alright, now that we've gotten his book, let's see what it is. It's receipts and notes. To be completed on April 13th, 1990. We got a vault made out of obsidian, which costed 500 emeralds. We got walls for 100 emeralds. We got dining room with mini precious ceiling, 200 emeralds. We got a library worth 50 emeralds. A hut bedroom, 25 emeralds. Supplies, 25 emeralds. And 2 heavy doors for 100 emeralds each. So, we have not seen this place yet, this vault. So we'll need to see if we can find it. This project is to be completed with utmost secrecy while the family is at the Savannah village. So that's where they were on their little errands. We'll reward each worker with 25 emeralds for discretion. Do not let anyone other than Mr. Fuviero know of the project. Remember to put override switch in for the vault in the library in case inner switch is damaged. So, something happened with the vault, and the inner switch has to have been damaged. So let's go see if we can find him. Our first clue is the library. And so let's go back downstairs and find him. But first, we're going to take a look at the last 2 upper areas. We got the gray bedroom area with an above view of the courtyard. And more stuff here. Empty chests, but that's okay, as we're not like looting this house. And let's go to the other side. We'll go up and then back down into the library where our next clue will be. And up here, we got a greenhouse. This greenhouse is right above the library. And we only have 1 cactus growing. The rest is just dead bushes and empty pots. I wonder what this place looked back in 1990. Let's leave this area. And we'll go back down the stairs, all the way down, and go into the library. And here we are. Now let's see if we can find it. Now, it was supposed to be somewhere. The fireplace is empty. I got no book. 2 stands there. Maybe it could be through a painting, like old Minecraft secrets. Hey! We got the bunker door override switch. See, is anything different? No. Let's go see if we can find out why we don't have a bunker door being opened. So we're going to leave this room, and we're going to go to the last room we haven't explored yet. The basement. So there's the lamp left by him. So there are probably a lot of spiders down here. And there are skeletons. Oh, another creeper. Alright, we got him down. Now we're going to have to see if we can find this. I have to pick up one of these lamps. I put more than I needed down. There are spiders in here, so I need to be careful. It looks like one is walking up on me, and I'm out of time. Okay, nope. Alright. They really should have just left me a pickaxe, too. Come on, let's go. I do not need another spider running up on me while I'm breaking a lamp. This better not, like, break into pieces. I don't think it does, but it takes a while to pick this up. Okay, so we got our lamp, and I see a spider over here. There's a spider spawner. So this can get really dangerous. And something's in there. There's a broken wall. So let's grab another lamp. Alright. So let's take out the spider. And we're going to run in here and see if we can find out what's wrong. There's a zombie and a creeper. Let me head back. Alright, creeper, let's go. Gotta draw the creeper out here just to make sure we don't get cornered by him. I don't have any blast protection armor. Now this area is pretty much the reason why it's hard, with also the fact that everything is a puzzle basically. So in here we got a broken cave and some redstone. One redstone has been broken. That must have been for the vault switch. Let's leave this area. There's more spiders in there. And we're going to go back up and see if we can open up the vault. There's a door over there. We'll check that out later. Okay, I'm going to go this way. It would probably would have been faster to go the other way, but I'm just kind of running away at this point. Okay, now we're in the library. And let's go back to that vault override switch. And now, we got a vault door! And climb down here. And these doors are open as well. Whoa, double protection there. And let's go down this long hallway and see if we can find Mr. Fuviero. And we're at the base of the vault with another vault door. So he was really worried about something. We got our precious ceiling with a mini banquet hall. He has a bunch of empty wine bottles, a fake fireplace, reminiscent of his library's fireplace. We got some dry kelp blocks. Must have been his primary food source. And more back here with fake windows. And if we open up this door, we got a little bathroom. And all these walls are obsidian behind it. And we got this room. A storage area. We got honey bottles, dried kelp, and empty bottles. Huh, wonder what happened. If we go over here, we'll find a book. And if we read the book, we get Sir Ivan Fuviero IV's personal journal. August 4th, 1992. I, Ivan Fuviero, Sir Ivan Fuviero IV, have decided to enter my secret bunker. I have read of a possible war in the news. I'm going in my bunker alone because I am worried that my family are spies or that they are the enemy. I'm not involved in government's affairs, but I am an incredibly wealthy, so I must be a target. September 3rd, 1992. I've been in my bunker for almost a month. These walls should protect me since I have spent many emeralds on this top-of-the-line shelter. I pass the time reading my books and enjoying my wine. I can't believe I forgot to bring my fortune down here. I only have some pocket change in my bedroom chest. I gave my wife plenty of money for the upkeep of the mansion. The rest I hid in the mansion where no one will ever find it. October 24th, 1994. It has been 2 years. I've read every book and drank every bottle of wine I have. I'm running low on drinking water, which must have been the barrels that we saw empty. And my food supply is down to honey and dried kelp. I might need to head to the surface soon. Who cares what day it is? I'm almost out of water. I hate the repetitive taste of kelp, even with the honey I dip it in. That is an interesting choice of food flavors there, Mr. Fuviero, but I digress. The outermost door is broken. It will not open by my switch. If only someone would flip the outside switch, but I hit it. Now you see, that's why you don't be so paranoid. But let's continue. 2 years after he's been in here, I'm too rich and successful to die in here. There must be a way out. I can't open it. I regret this decision. I miss my wife and child. There's no way they're spies. 2 years for you to realize that. Please, someone find me. I'll give you my fortune. It's in the crawl space. Press the lever to the left of the door. So please save me. There's no hope. I'm not walking up those stairs anymore. It's too depressing. Since I'm stuck down here, I can't really write a will, so hopefully my family uses the property to make themselves happy. I think I'll go in my Savannah hut now, and never come out. Signed, Sir Ivan Fuviero IV. And that is the last page we see in his journal. He came down here for 2 years, eating, drinking, reading a lot of books in his small library, most likely multiple times, as that small quantity of books would never fully fill the time of 2 whole years. But it took 2 whole years for his food stores to run out. He had a little left, but he basically almost ran out of water. There are 2 bottles left. He gave up by this point, with his ego believing that he was so wealthy that he would become a target. He was by no means into politics. He was by no means a member of the government. Any reason that spies would target him. But his wealth blinded him. He was a rich man who lived lavishly for so many years. And that wealth was the end of him. Because he felt paranoia. Paranoia is all that he had. So he hid himself in his bunker. But let's see his bedroom. We have his skull, more fake windows, his flag, a small bed for him. We have his outfit, Fuviero's suit, one of the many special outfits in this game. A bunch of diamonds, and this was pocket change to Sir Ivan Fuviero IV. Shows why he was so egotistical. And then we have Fuviero's Tips to Wealth, his own written book that gives you a fortune 3. So that you, my fellow adventurer, may get the wealth that Fuviero got for himself. So that is the end of Sir Ivan Fuviero's story. He let his ego get the best of him. Locked himself down in this basement, in this bunker, for years. He used to sit out here. His routine going from here, eating, enjoying his fireplace with his books, sitting right here. Going over here, he had his bathroom and his bedroom where he would write his personal journal at time to time. Not very often, because he didn't feel it necessary. Hey, there's another chair in the corner. He had this area fully set up for a family. He made his bunker originally with the intent to bring his family. But yet, his wealth, his paranoia, led him to believe that his own family with spies trying to get him. And he locked himself down here, alone. And I'm going to light up some of this area so we can properly see. And if we climb up this, got some creepy noises. And here we are. I'm going to close that. And the left is over here. We got this dirt mound and a switch. And now there's a door open. But let's look over here just to show you the crawl space, because I don't think any detail is too small. We got the bottom of the pool area right there. So these are for the lights. And then a bunch of dirt and support columns. Now, let's go find his wealth. Going down this iron hallway, we are trapped in a room. And this room requires us to flip one of four switches. One switch will release lava. One switch will drop the floor. And one switch will destroy our exit. So, to properly leave, I believe it is this one. We're going to stand on the iron. And it is! Last time I was in here, honestly, I came in here when I was thinking about doing a TikTok for this place and realized it was going to be way too long. But I came in here and I flipped every single switch before finally finding it. But now we have a lava pit and some parkour. I'm not too good at parkour, so hopefully I don't fall. Oh, okay. And we'll drop. Now this isn't like the most difficult parkour, but that's okay. Oop. And this would pop in and out, but my redstone clock, after leaving it for so long, ended up just keeping it fully on. So that's okay. It doesn't really need to be flipping anyways. And now we get this lava glass hallway and climb down here to a bedrock vault with Sir Ivan Fuviero's personal collection. We have a Biander wine, which is a really valuable relic. You can sell it to the Historical Society, or keep it for your own collection, or even sell it to just a random private collector. Either way, you could have a one-of-a-kind object, or money equal to. So we got blocks of emeralds, a full suit of golden armor, for when Mr. Sir Ivan Fuviero felt extra lavish. Then we got chests full of emeralds. And we can take all of this as in the in the daughter's quest. But let's leave here, because I am just doing a showcase. I don't need all the emeralds. Alright, so a note, if you do this quest, all of this that's overgrown will be cut down. Rose bushes will be replanted. All the mossy cobblestone will be changed to normal cobblestone. And the courtyard will be regrowing. All this place will be fixed up. If you leave, even the greenhouse will have flowers in it for you. And all the desks with flowers. And this is the number I end up deciding on for the mansion to cost, which might have ended up changing, but this one I was pretty happy with. You can use the entire wealth to buy the mansion with that money. But if you end up not doing that, you could also give the wealth in the safe. You can mail it to Diana Fuviero, which, if you did that, the mansion would not become for sale, and I would probably put either villagers in there or NPCs. I'm not sure which I would have Diana be. It depends on if I wanted you to be able to talk to Diana and the wife or not. But at the end of the quest, you have given closure. It'll leave the mansion, and it will become for sale. Diana will get her closure, knowing that the father wasn't attacked by spies. Maybe not the best closure, knowing that he didn't quite trust his own family, but closure nonetheless. And sometimes that's what we all can use, is proper closure. But that is the first big quest that I will show you on my journey. So, thank you for joining me on my city showcase, my brethren, and I hope you will join me in my future quests of this city, in this full showcase, because there is a lot more here than what meets the eye. A lot more secrets, a lot more quests, because this map might not be the biggest city you'll ever see. It might not be the most proportionately designed or the most modern, but this city has many stories. Some like Mr. Fuviero's, like the Byanders, the royal family. Even small quests that have to do with floating islands. Even aquariums. Which I will go through, all of that. And I hope you will join me on that quest. So thank you for joining me on this quest today to find Sir Ivan Fuviero IV and learn of his story. And goodbye, my brethren.